What's going on, guys? I'm JD from PerspectiveCaptured, and you have come to the right place where I want you to ask your questions and further your understanding or knowledge. This channel is about helping you, therefore don't hesitate to ask questions.
Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars.
Today I want to take a quick minute to talk about Wasabi's new power pack for the GoPro Hero 5 and Hero 6. I've had it for a few weeks now, and I've been using it for a bunch of random occasions. Disclaimer, this power pack was supplied by BlueNook, which before this video has only ever had amazing customer service to me. I assume because of a previous mention in one of my videos, they asked me to review their power pack. I've not been paid for this review, and therefore all opinions are of my own. I want to add, I would not post up a review that does not carry my honest thoughts and opinions. I try to be unbiased in my testing procedures, whether related to this video or not, and I try to review more of the facts and my observations. So what does it come with? Well, the battery pack itself, the frame for the Hero 5 or 6, extension bracket, thumb screw, and cable, which charges via micro USB. The battery adds an additional 250 milliamps of life. This translates to about 2.5 hours of record time added to the inserted battery. Just a side note, this pack is not subject to firmware updates as it actually has a USB charger. To install the pack, you have to remove the side door, which yes, then I proceeded to lose. Yes, I lost it. $60 GoPro wants for that. $60. Anyway, once installed, which has a nice fit by the way, it does block the screen. But if you have been using your GoPro for a while, aiming it is not too difficult, and if you don't like this, you can always just use the GoPro app. For one of my tests, I did all the filming at 2.7K. I started with a 64GB card, 60 frames per second in linear, figuring that that would be an intermediate between 4K and 1080. That's generally what I use anyway. And from the first 64GB card, I got 1 hour and 46 minutes. Then I switched to a 32GB card and got 1 hour and 5 minutes. And then in this switch of cards, I took a quick look to see where I was battery-wise, and the power pack had run out, but I still had 91% on the internal battery. I then proceeded to put in another two more 32GB cards, and I got about 1 hour and 5 minutes out of each one. So this totals about 5 hours of record time with both the internal and external batteries running. For one of my tests, I was simply doing a constant running time test, and the GoPro got nice and toasty. But we could argue this condition or that condition would make it better or worse. Realize that no matter how I tested this, it may not be exactly the way you want to use it. But the way I see it is the body of the GoPro was hotter than if you're skiing or mountain biking with a flow of air around it. And keep in mind, extreme temperatures do decrease battery life and running time. But I didn't have any problems of overheating with the Hero 5. It worked perfectly fine and all the way through. I was even able to run the power pack without the battery. I want to go back to talk about how this acts as a USB charger. I was able to run the Hero 5 with just the pack. And I got 2 hours and 36 minutes of record time out of just this. And what I wasn't expecting was it saved the final video clip, which was shocking to me because I would have thought that not having a battery in the Hero 5, when this died, it would have been like unplugging it, and so the last file would have been corrupt. But it wasn't. It was actually saved. So maybe that leads me to believe that this actually runs down and tells the GoPro, hey, I'm turning off, and then it shuts down. So at least in my trials, I do have the final clip that is shorter than the rest, and this is a big plus for me, knowing that I can sort of trust it. With all of the use that it did receive from me, it did develop a crack. Not only did BlueNook send me a new one, but they sent me a whole new battery pack and everything. I'm personally not worried about this. Most GoPro housings that I have develop a crack in these areas anyway, and a little crazy glue or Sugru will take care of it for me. All right, questions. What questions might you have? Well, why would you want this back? Well, that's for you to decide. It won't work for underwater sports or the like. It essentially becomes a Hero 4 with a huge battery on the back. I personally love this thing. I will continue to use this for events such as weddings with a set and forget mentality, which I absolutely love. Being able to shove a GoPro in a little corner or something like that is a huge plus to me. But anyway, that concludes this quick look at the new Wasabi Power Pack. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video non-biased and can use it to make your own decisions whether you want one or not. If you choose to purchase one for all of your needs, I left an affiliate link in the description below. That would be amazing if you'd use, because it costs you nothing, I pinky promise. Like this video if you want, but be sure to subscribe and join us on the journey. And let's get that conversation started below. So type in your thoughts and dreams. Always good to hear from you. And I will see you in the next video.
I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. Try